this is Paul Mackey with the One Idjit's Thoughts on podcast on day 30 of the Dog Days of Podcasting Challenge. Today we look at the final episode of Men with Brooms on this disc, and I think at this point there's little doubt they put them in an odd order on the DVDs, but aired them as intended. There's pretty much no behind the scenes about these decisions. It's certainly a bit more niche than other shows with weird airing orders, so there's not a lot of info out there. It sure isn't Firefly. This is episode 12, Space Wars. What is this about? Pramesh hasn't been showing up for curling lately, and Gary investigates why. Bill decides that he needs a bouncer at the curling club, and Matt offers up his services. April talks nostalgically about open mic nights at a cafe in her old hometown, and Ronnie decides to begin hosting open mic nights at the donut shop. Does it curl? Sure, there's curling, and cosmic curling, which is apparently a bad idea. My favorite lines.
You're a hobby jumper, Pramesh. You jump from hobby to hobby faster than Q-bert on a hot tin roof.
Who is? Kelly Macon directed this episode, along with Favor Math, Accidents Happen, and Love Smells Funny. Kelly has done a lot of directing over his career. Early on, he directed 30 episodes of film content for the original Kids in the Hall series, as well as directing the Kids in the Hall movie Brain Candy. He directed the film Mickey Blue Eyes, and 11 episodes of Queer as Folk. He directed the Kids in the Hall miniseries Death Comes to Town, and 2 episodes of Being Erica in the same year that he directed for Men with Brooms. More recently, he's directed episodes of Being Human, Bitten, Vikings, Shadowhunters, Frontier, Digstown, and most recently, all the episodes of the new series of Kids in the Hall for Amazon Prime. What worked? It's another middle-of-the-road episode, and nothing in it has to do with the Gary-April relationship. Considering how much of the series tends to feature them, I'm not sure if that's a plus or a minus. So what's the problem with that, eh? Another episode with a title I'm not sure about what it means, Space Wars? Is that about the cosmic curling? Not sure. And really, middle of the road is not exactly what you want in the what worked part, where I first included it, is it? So next time, we'll see if I can squeeze a whole episode out of the bloopers and webisodes content of this DVD set, plus my closing thoughts on the series. Until then, happy hunting! You have been listening to the One Idjit's Thoughts on podcast, produced by Paul Mackey in association with QuadrupleZ.com. Theme music is Too Good by Jack Mangan and is used by permission from him. If you would like to hear other podcasts by me, you might try the Ghostlight podcast, a completed introcast about the TV series Slings and Arrows, or Idjitcast, an introcast for the TV series Supernatural. Both can be found on fine podcasting listening software everywhere or at QuadrupleZ.com. Is it easier to clear Bryan Adams' music rights on a Canadian show?